Well, hello there, ladies and gentlemen. You're back with Deck, and today we're playing some more Astroneer. So, in our last episode, we got to the middle of Novus. Is it Novus that we're on? I think it's Novus. Anyway, we got to the middle, and I'd got the wrong resource. I thought it was argon. It's not argon, as you could see in my backpack there. I've got silicon now, which we did need. Also, I did move the launch pad to this base. Unfortunately, you can't move shelters once you've placed them. So, that one's going to have to stay there. And we've learnt our lesson. And we won't be doing that one again. Anyway, let's go all the way down to the middle of the planet. And then we can get this planet ticked off the list as well. Oh, need to be careful going at these speeds. It's alright, I will keep glancing across because... wow, we're there already. Oh yeah, it's the moon, isn't it? I'm going to keep glancing across because I've got a chat open with my internet provider because I'm sick of my internet dropping off. So I want to see if they've got any answers for me. Excuse me. Although at the moment, amusingly, the chat says connection unavailable. So yeah, my internet's gone off yet again. Not that that's going to affect Astroneer, but I am meant to be recording Planet Zoo now. Anyway, I'm not going to keep moaning about it all episode, but you will keep seeing me glance across. I'll probably do it more often than I should be doing, but I'm an impatient sort of person, especially when it comes to me paying for things and them not working like they should. Anyway, stop ranting about it. Let me get my silicon in the middle. And then that should make us a doodah. I'll take that one. We'll throw this one up there, or down there, or whatever your perspective is. Can we do this without taking 4 damage this time? No, we cannot. So, planet number 3, unlocked. We need to go to a different planet next. Novus awakened. Do you not get a thing for that? I don't think you do. We're just going to teleport up to the platform thingamajig. And we're going to go and put our beacon key, whatever it is, in the slot. Right, which one is this then? And I am going to get another screenshot. So, yes, these screenshots will all start looking fairly similar. It is that one. So, there's that screenshot. We've got even more spinny things now. I know I'm looking too often. Novus would be that one. So we can go back there, we can pack the rocket back up, and we can go back to Artrox because we want to get another shelter and whatever else. Come on, decide which way you're falling. Right, let's go and find our beacon. Oh, it's right there. Well, that was easy. And we are on. Yes, we are. Good. Let's get running up there. It does amuse me. Still says connection available. Say, internet is a fairly expensive bill, isn't it? And you kind of expect it to work when you're on it. I've glorified it a little bit. My complaint, it's affecting one of my jobs. YouTube. Not that it's a job. It's a hobby. And it's a rather fun hobby, I'll say that much. But you pay for these things, you expect them to work. Oh my god, 3-point maneuver actually worked. But yeah, we're going to go back to the surface. We're going to pack the rocket up, go back to Artrox. That got confusing for a second. Because we went a little bit too close to the gravity pillar. I don't know what to actually call it, but we'll go with gravity pillar. I think the next planet we'd like to go for is... It's the one where you get titanium from. Not sure exactly what planet that is, off the top of my head, but we'll see momentarily. Really, I should just flatten that bit out and build an actual road leading up to it. I want to take some of that ammonium with us as well. In fact, I need a graphite, which I really don't think I've got. Damn it. I need a graphite to pack the truck up. And I've not got a centrifuge on this planet. Let's just go for a very quick drive and see if we can find any. I'm not going to hold my breath on finding any, but we need some, like I say, to pack up. You can get up there, get away with you. That's the one. More ammonium right above the base. Well, that's good to know. Oh, bumpy terrain. So why don't you just drill it? Would be the sensible answer. There's ammonium everywhere. It's not what we need at the minute, then. I assume you can find graphite on every planet. Just need a little bit. And obviously it becomes night time as I decide to go out. That's always useful. I don't want to be collecting all of this organic material. Yeah, graphite, graphite, graphite. Any down here? No. There's some weird cave systems about them. More compound. Itchy eyeball. Oh my god. That is so much better. No, none around here. So it just seems like one of the default materials, which it does seem like you can find on every single planet. Admittedly, there doesn't seem to be any around here. But that doesn't mean there isn't any. Okay. Just exploding. Is that hydrazine there? From the ominous purple glow, I'd say it is. To which I'll definitely be taking that. Oh, go away. Ooh, and some ammonium. Yeah. Don't need that at the minute. I'll just take the hydrazine. And I'm fairly sure I've just dug through one of my roads. It's fine. I do think it's nearly giving up time. Maybe it's just going to have to be 2 trips to Artrox and back. Actually, I'm a massive idiot. We've just unlocked the giant space teleporter thingamajig. And I'm here driving around looking for resources that we've got back at our other base. Why, I hear you ask? I have not got an idea. Not a single clue. So, I think we'll be looking to find our way back to base now then. So, it doesn't matter which one I find. I need to find one of the base locations we've got, because I've built a road between them both. It's not as fancy of a road. Oh, it's the geysers that are exploding. I thought it was plants. It's not as fancy of a road as we've got on Artrox, but it does the job. Right, let's stop drilling then. I am going to keep looking for graphene, but like I say, we don't need it. Because I've just realised I'm being an idiot. Whoop. Don't really want to fall down there. The only problem I've got now is I'm right in the middle of the planet. Well, not in the middle. I'm miles away from both of my bases. I only need C1 or the road, and I'll be good. Either of them? One of them? Any of them? We've got to come across one sooner or later. Oh, I've got a knack for getting lost in this game, haven't I? And I had the comment off Johnny yesterday. Block capitals, use your beacons. My reply, I've come up with my own way of finding my way around the planets. Yep, getting lost until I've built a road network everywhere. Productive, right? Oh, that looked awfully flat. I thought I'd found my road. That doesn't look like one of my tunnels, unfortunately. I'm not bothered about your research. Go away. Come on. We've got to be close to one of them. Surely. Surely. Turn the drill off a little bit. That's it, just ram the tree. Oh, I thought I could see a big purple structure there. No, but that looks like a road. Can we just ramp onto it? No, I don't think this is one of my actual roads. I think this is another lost road. It's there. I can see it. Turn, turn, turn. Is that one of my... Yeah, that is my proper road. Why is it all bumpy in the middle there? It shouldn't be all bumpy. It's not the proper road. There's the proper road. It doesn't matter. Oh, no, this is the proper base. I was going to say it doesn't matter which base we've found. We can make it work anyway. But this base is the better one to have found. Right, we're going to go to Artrox. We're going to get some graphite. Middle of the planet first. That's it, make sure you land the right way around. Then we can go to the satellite. Excuse me. Yeah, my internet is on. I don't know why it says connection unavailable then. And then we can go to Artrox. I do like this quick teleporting. I probably should have bought the ammonium with me. Damn it, I wanted to land the other way up. Painful. Which one was it? I'm fairly sure it was number 4. Well, now, again, we've got the road right by the side of the structure. Yes, it's this one. And we're back to stuttering on Artrox. Yay. Can't say as I missed this. But it is where we've set our main base up, so if we can slide and not stutter too much, we do get some speed up. That is graphite. Really? There was just the one speck? Come on, I literally just need enough to make one packer. You're going to make me run all the way back to base, aren't you? God damn it, game. Really? No, don't dig the path. Ugh. I broke my tether line. fine, I'll take the hint. Damn it. I thought I'd be able to save myself, what, an extra minute running this way. Apparently I cost myself several minutes instead. Oh, I have got the hydrazine on me. I'm fairly sure we'll have space on the rocket to use that. So, might as well keep it in the backpack. Excuse me. Come on, we're nearly there. Jump, 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 jump. Ah, home sweet home. And with a lovely sunrise nevertheless. Right. Have I actually got any graphene? Yes. A very, very small amount. Let's go back. Because that's all we came for. Yeah, I wish I knew what these gates did earlier. I would have set the main base up right off of one of them. And actually, like, made the ground flat from it. Slide, come on. Stop stuttering. I'd like to know what's causing it. I mean, yeah, I understand that it's a bit of a bug, but why on this planet? Why is this planet different to the other ones? Is it something to do with the way the terrain's made up, or is it to do with... I don't know. I doubt it'd be anything to do with the fact that there's a load of plants everywhere. I've just got to get rid of that little pointy bit there. But we've got a bit of a nice entrance into the cave there. Yeah, it's just weird. I'd generally like to know... Oh, we've even got a skylight in the cave there. Come on, let me up. 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 We're good. And let's go back to the centre. And then we can go back to Novus, not Silver. Well, no, we've actually got to go down. That way. Yours. Go to the satellite first. Is this quicker than rocket travel as well? I mean, obviously you need to take the rocket to get the resources across. Otherwise, this is a fairly long trip for 8 at a time, but... Or could you make storages out here? It's that one. Excuse me. I nearly got confused then and clicked on Silver. Don't want to go back to Silver. That way. Now, which one of these are we at? I mean, it's a 50-50 shot. I'm going to go for number 2. We want the one where our tractor is. It looks like it. Nope. We're by number 1. It would be convenient if we could build a base by number 1 all the time. I mean, I'm not going to hold my breath on that actually happening, but it would be nice. Right, we're back. Which way is back? That way is back. So, I will just take you off of there. We're going to drop all the organics off because we don't want them on there. You and you can all come off. Get in. I've already got enough hydrazine on there. You can go at the top there. Oh, it's part of the drill. Are you ready? This is just going to explode everywhere. And you can go on there. Let me just stock up with this ammonium, or as much as I can take. That'll do, I guess. And we're off. Back to Artrox properly this time, though. Like the Astroneers that we actually are, or astronauts even, but it's the same difference. Now, I'm hoping these other planets haven't actually got bases on. I know they have, but I'd like them not to have, realistically. It does actually feel like we're getting towards the end of the game now. I understand what I'm doing, understanding where we're going, because before it was just kind of weird and I didn't know what was happening. We were just kind of fumbling around. We've got an end point in sight with the looks of it. And I'm glad to say that we got the base set up in the meantime. because that was one of the main goals I did want to do. Get a proper base set up, and our home on Artrox is definitely a proper base. Don't think we're going to go around making proper bases on every single planet, but we can make a little bit of a base. Beautiful. And F for exit. So, we want to take the batteries and stuff off first. Let's get the ammonium thrown up here. And there we go. Right, next planet. You know what, I think we'll take both of these off to start with. We could have actually gone to another planet first and then dropped these off afterwards. It's fine. We're doing it in a weird order. And I'm just wasting more fuel, it would seem, this way around. We've already established it's not difficult to get ammonium. So we can make an indefinite amount of hydrazine. Plus, until we've sucked up the entire planet, or all of the planets in the solar system, we've got an unlimited amount of resources, really. That's silver. That's wolfmarite. Don't think we've been to Calidor yet. Just done Novus. Your lithium. Galacto. That's where Titanite comes from. Let's go there next then, shall we? We'll just rotate around the planet a little bit first and see if we've actually got a base set up. We have got a base set up, and I'm fairly sure it's not next to an artifact, unfortunately. I don't think I want to use that one then. I do want to try and land next to a gate where possible. There's a gate. Can I just click on that and land on it? I'm hoping something pops up close to it. Come on, even a little bit near it. Are there no landing pads on here? And we can tell we've got 6 because we've already seen 2. And it's only a quarter of the way around the planet. No landing pads at all, huh? Why is the sunset of it pink? That's a little bit weird. Coming past another one. Again, doesn't seem like there's any landing pads. Was there literally only the one where we've built our original base? Because I'm not being funny. That base will be getting moved if that's the case. We should be able to see it in a second. Wow. Maybe it's just because it's that much of an icy structure. It makes it a little bit difficult to land, do we think? Here comes another gate. Yeah, I think we're going to be landing at our original landing spot. Either that or the game's kind of bugged out a little bit. There's the next one. We should generally be able to see this from there. I mean, it's still a little bit of a trek, but it's that way. Just leave my camera facing that way for a minute. If I do... It's basically facing that way. If I do that... Oh, this isn't really that much of a base. I'll take this beacon back with me. Now, I do think we're going to be a bit silly about this, and I'm going to carry the rocket all the way. I mean, we've got our power supply on the rocket anyway. So we might not get as far unlocking the gates on this planet, but at least we're going to get the base set up properly. No! Maybe carrying a rocket's not the best of ideas? Who'd have thought, right? It's a good job it doesn't take damage. Oh! That hurts then. Remember to keep away from the plants. I don't see why there wasn't a few more landing pads on this planet. It's fairly open. Why are you glowing green? Oh, they're spitting at me. I actually quite like this planet. Maybe I should have built a base on here instead. This is probably the most awkward way of trying to set a base up ever. Damn it. Excuse me. But it'll be fine. Come on. Not that much. Well, it is that much further to go, realistically. It'd help if I didn't keep throwing it directly in front of me. More ammonium. Good, good. Apparently I can't pass. We have absolutely battered this shuttle today, haven't we? Like I say, good job it doesn't take damage. That is right on the edge of the cliff. Did not see the plant underneath there. Although the amount of iron we've passed on the surface alone is kind of cool. I am trying to go around the mountain rather than above it. I think it'd be more sensible. At least these plants aren't trying to attack me. We made it. It was the weirdest way of getting there ever, but we made it. I like how flat this planet is, honestly. Righty. Not what I wanted you to do. So what we are going to do is flatten straight off from this. Yeah, I'm going to keep running out of soil. It's fine. If I can get the shelter down, I'll be a happy person. So that way we can get some power coming in. Yeah, we know we can bug it a little bit. Keep saying we're out of power, but we're not. That should do for now. Right. I think I want it like this, so that we can have it coming out in a straight line from this direction. And we're actually going to throw the landing structure just over this side. I was about to say, I do hope that's not buried, that. So I had read things that say that they'd buried things that they wanted to keep. At least we can grab the rocket out of there. Maybe I don't want it this side. I mean, realistically, it doesn't actually matter. You know, if the rocket's able to sit on that properly, I'm going to be fine with it. Cool. Yeah, that'll do me. I guess I'm just going to plop that beacon in there because it really makes no difference. And let's go back to Artrox. Excuse me. Go back to Artrox, get our other things, and then we can start unlocking gates this episode. Not that we're going to get all of them unlocked this episode. Not even close. Not unless I make it an extremely long episode. Did you see all the landing pads then? I think the game may have bugged when I came here the first time. Either that or the sun wasn't shining on the right side for us to see well enough. Quick! Spam click. No. Obviously, I've had to land in one of the most difficult things. I think it's probably about there on the back side of the planet. Yeah, if we'd have set up next to one of these, that would have been loads better, wouldn't it? You live and you learn. Another one there. Another one there. Yeah, we've set up on the westernmost one. Come on. I mean, I could land near to one of these and teleport there and back, but we need the rocket back at base to be able to load it up. Do I want to get a graphite now? Because I'm probably going to have to come back to Artrox anyway, but I'll probably also forget that I've got to grab a graphite. So if I've already got one in my backpack, it might remind me. Yeah, I think I'll grab a graphite now. Come on. And I can place that hydrazine on the ship now as well, because we've used plenty of it this episode. Where's the landing spot? Come on. Come on. There we go. Don't see why it wouldn't let me click on it before. We could still see the icon of the base. Anyway, we're there now. Beautiful. So exit there. You can go up top. You can go at the bottom. I can grab a graphene, and we're all good to go. In fact, I can drop this hydrazine as well. And there we go. You can actually run through these, by the way. It did take me a while to realise that, but you can. And hydrazine can just go there. We can go back to... Oh god, did I just enter the chair there? Are we staring the spaceship from inside there? You've not got a very good view of where you're going. And I think it's kind of crucial that you can see where you're going in a spaceship. But yeah, back to Galacto we go. Red planet. On the outskirts, on its own. Galaccio? Oh, I don't know. You know what planets I mean. I must say this every single episode because I can't get a single one of the planet names right. Oh, would you look at that? That is marvellous. Zoomed in straight on it. Brilliant. It would be nice if this worked out to be number 1. But in future I do need to remember that this needs space. Because if I'd have covered that, that would have been a massive problem. Because as far as I know, you cannot move these once you've placed them. Although, I have just realised one of these is actually buried. Yeah, we're going to run out of power. It's alright then. We've got a shelter with a RTG, and we've also got... Didn't mean to grab the rocket itself. Meant to grab the rover. You know what, I might as well plop it down in the exact position we're going to want it in. You can go there. Paver on the front. A drill on the front. And my trusty chair. I'll have it on the right hand side this time, like it is in my own car. Oh yeah, we don't really need to dig this out, do we? No. Stupid. Still, I want to dig this out a little bit. I like the gateways to be all nice and clear. Not for any particular reason, but... So, we are going to do the same thing basically that we did on Artrox. So we're going to make a main road between all of these. So there's number 1. Right, I think we're going to go north, which is basically straight that direction. Oh, I pressed F twice then. He did some awesome somersault. That was amazing, dude. Right. Proper path. And what I've started doing is engraving it into the floor a bit so it stands out a little bit more. It does take a bit longer with us doing it like this. But, personally, I think it looks a little bit nicer. You can legitimately see the road from miles away. And not just that, this planet looks awesome. Damn it, I really wish I'd have set up base on this one there. That, and from what I read, it's not this planet that's got any issues. We've got a nice little bit of a snowbank going above us. I want to try and keep that going. Oh, we're going a little bit deeper into the cave, and it's gone. Right, we're not going to have uppy-downy roads all over the place. God damn it. I saw that, and I thought, are we just going to cut the top off of it, or are we going to smash into it? Apparently we're going to smash into it. It's fine. So long as we're going roughly north, we will find the next gate. And all the other ones from further on. And we'll basically have a giant loop all the way around the planet. Again. Say, this is my way of not getting lost. Having straight roads on every single planet. How can you get lost on a straight road? Well, I'm not going to attempt it because I'd probably manage it. Like I say, it does take a little bit longer because we are constantly using the drill, but I like it. So what have you all been doing then, being as I've got a bit of free time and we've kind of run out of things to talk about at the game? I know the new season of The Walking Dead has just started, if any of you watch that. They did leave it off on a bit of a cliffhanger, so I can't wait to watch that episode. What else have I been watching? My Hero Academia, for the anime people out there. It's kind of a bit of filler at the minute. Always like the fillers in anime. What else is there? 7 Deadly Sins, that's not doing bad at the minute. I don't really watch anything else, I'm just waiting for One Punch Man to come back. Right, let's get going up a little bit. In fact, no, I said we're not going uppy-downy with this road. We'll go straight through then, shall we? You never know, the next gateway, I was about to say maybe buried in ice a little bit, but no, it's straight in front of us. That's fine. It's actually loads easier for me like this, because I literally hold one key. W, in case you're wondering. Don't know why you would be wondering, that is normally the forward key. Yeah, we're going to have a dead nice looking road all the way around the planet. If I can at least get 4 of them unlocked this episode, then I'd be a bit of a happy person. But it depends how much extra I want to run this episode on, because we are nearly at 40 minutes already. I don't want to make them ridiculously long. Because it does get a little bit much, doesn't it? Right, do we want to break off the road? No. No, we do not. I think what I'm going to do is just turn the drill off there, reverse back a bit, just get off the road, and then we can have a solid ramp going straight up. Bring it to there. Let me get it out. Flatten it off. And then smooth that bit right off again. Would you look at that? It's almost like I know what I'm doing there. And this one is slightly buried as well. Wait, don't throw me off. Don't throw me off the planet. Planet? How would it throw me off the planet? That's a bit ridiculous. Cool. Well, this is nice and easy, isn't it? Real nice and easy. But should we try and do the jump thing again that I've been trying to do so many times? I could actually grab some... No! So close. I could actually grab some iron while we're here instead of messing around. Which would probably be a good idea. Hey, guess what I forgot to grab? I'm sure... Ah, it's there. Let's make the packer now. Right, we can just reverse back down this nice, neat little road that we've got here. Just back it up. You'd almost think I knew how to drive properly. Then we'll just continue the path. Oh, more iron. Good God, that's a nice iron field. Don't dip down too much. You don't want to mess the road up. I'm going to go straight through this. I'm trying not to waste resources, especially not the good ones. Actually, we did pick that up there. You know what? Just give me a second. Can we get rid of some more of these organics? Because you can just get organics from absolutely everywhere. I wish you could set like filters on what you picked up and what you didn't. Really, I'd turn it off so that you couldn't pick up organics. I'm not that bothered about resin. I mean, we're going to get some anyway, but it's more useful than organics. As you can see back at Artrox, we've got an absolute massive abundance of carbon already from smelting all of the organics that I accidentally keep bringing back. I'm not getting off anymore. We'll just have to grin and bear it for now, but at least we grabbed a little bit of iron and we're not wasting all of it. Let's dip it back down into the floor a little bit, and I think we're just going to go straight through this barge. Would you call it a barge? Well, I'm going to barge it, so... Just left a little bit of a plateau on that side there. I've lost my mast. I found it again. It's fine. We're all good. But yeah, if we can find at least 3 of them this episode, I think the cut-off point would probably be about an hour's worth of an episode. I mean, realistically, I could have made these bits into a time-lapse. Me just razzing around the planet. Because it is very similar to what we've done in previous episodes. In fact, I'm dipping a little bit further down there than I want to be doing. I think we want to point up a little bit so I don't get completely embedded in the planet's surface. Yeah, that'll do nicely. That iceberg isn't going to disappear, is it? How about if I dig out under it? Let's back it up a little bit then. Ah, it's gone. Still, there is another one right next to it. Please don't clip it, please don't clip it, please don't clip it. Good. Now, can we go under this satellite thingy? Come on. Yeah, straight through it. I like that. Nice little bit of detail on the road there for us. Surely you'd have thought we'd have been able to see the next gateway by now. It can't be that much further away because we are still going straight north. That's why I wanted to get off the road and make an actual path up there. Wow. Debris everywhere. So we could tell that the road was going perfectly straight still. Yeah, this is very relaxing. I'm fairly sure I can see a faint beam in the background over there. Does look like it. It's either that or it's just part of the landscape, but I'm fairly certain that is a beam. We're going to have to dig down here a little bit, aren't we? Oh, we're going to go through more iron ore. Well, I'm sorry, but it'll be fine. We're only wasting a little bit. I think we are going to have to start digging up here, because I don't want to dig underneath it. Oh, this one is literally straight facing us. Right, how are we going to do this one? Because we're going to drive straight into the side of it. Why did you get out? I guess when these have gone, we could still drive straight through. So let's just power it up first, and we'll see what's happening after that. Like I say, if I can keep this going straight through and just get through the side, I should be able to get through, surely. Let's swap that out for that one. There's some more iron up here. Grab the useful resources. Get rid of the ones we can grab any day and all day. all day and any day. In fact, just keep it on you. So there's another gate unlocked. You know, I never checked what gate we actually spawned at. Probably should have done. Oh, that is beautiful. We'll just incorporate it into our little road system that we've got going on. I probably want to dig up a little bit so we can get back towards the surface. There we go. Bring it down. That'll do nicely. In fact, no, we've got one more to get and then we've got back to base. I would like to try and get back to base before the end of the episode. Oh, that was a bit of a steep drop. We don't want steep drops. We want a very nice, just deep road. I've actually really enjoyed this episode. A little bit chaotic at the start. Things could have been done slightly more optimised, but it's all about the learning. I've been thinking, when Astroneer is finished and completed, would this be a game that I would come back to at a later date? I mean, I guess it depends on like the updates and what stuff comes out. If there's like an entire new section or just turn the drill off a minute. If there's an entire new part introduced into it, then maybe. But it's a little bit like Subnautica. I don't think I'd ever go back to Subnautica because I've already finished the game. I know there's been some big updates come out for Below Zero, so I do kind of want to go back to that. And from what I was told at work, because we have got fellow nerds that I work with, there is a new Leviathan that has been released, something about a Shadow Leviathan, which sounds dead cool. And they've introduced like a proper story, well, they've changed the story to it. So yeah, Below Zero is definitely coming back at some point, but I did say that when we were playing the series at the time, because it was, I believe it was like fairly early access. Most of the games I play at the minute are early access. Not that you can tell with most of them. Oh, I see another tractor beam in the background. But yeah, Subnautica Below Zero is definitely a game that I'm going back to. Game that I've been practicing a little bit off camera and been suggested going back to, and I didn't actually realise it was by the same people that make Planet Zoo, is Jurassic World Evolution. I did actually attempt to record some of that not long after I'd started my channel, but the game seemed a little bit complicated for me to get into quickly. Now that I've had a good amount of time practicing, it's not actually a very difficult game to get into, or at least not yet. Admittedly, I've only practiced the first island, but yeah, that's another game that's potentially coming up after Astroneer is finished. Satisfactory, they've had the big update 3. That definitely is coming back, but that wants to be one of my the part-time series that I've got, because the amount of off-camera stuff that I end up doing in that sort of series, yeah, it's going to need to be a part-time series because I can't do an episode of that every single day. It's a little bit much. What else is there? Universim. That's a game that I got absolutely ages ago. Apparently there's been some good updates for that one recently. It does seem like my sort of game. Definitely. There was a game very similar to it. And it'll be for the older gamers. Can anybody remember a game called Populous? Now, this was a game that came out when I was young. I am only 30. I make it sound like I'm ancient. But you know what I mean. That should be enough room. It's a game that came out when I was young, and I absolutely used to love it. Goddess was essentially meant to be a remake sort of version of Populous, but as far as I know, it's no longer in development because the lead developer, like, kind of left, and then the entire company kind of just fell to pieces, which is dead upsetting because it was a dead addictive game and I put so many hours into it, but it kind of got nowhere. So, and then there's Goddess Wars. The war aspect of it didn't interest me. I liked the building up of the community. It actually looks very much like a game called Settlement, or Settlers I think it's called actually. That looks kind of cool. What other games is there? Castle Story is one that I've put a little bit of practice into now and again. Is this not working? Why is this not working? Well, that was weird. Castle Story. It's a bit of a building game. I do like the building up of your castles. It did take me a bit of getting used to actually learn how to play and defend. Because I was just... You can get knights... well, you can get more than knights and bowmen, but... For the purpose of me explaining, you can get knights and bowmen, and I would just leave my units as them. So bearing in mind, you only get like 8... Well, you don't get a big population to work with. You shouldn't really leave them in gear. You need your builders to be building all the time. So yeah, that was a bit of a learning curve. I could essentially do that at some point. Right, we want to go straight through this. And... Ooh, we're going in this direction now. So yeah, that's another game that I really like playing. 7 Days to Die, already done a movie. Well, I called it a movie. We already did a bit of a play on that. That's not one that I do on the channel all the time. Not being funny, I'm trying to get my brother to come back on it because I've just unlocked the 4x4. And I've not told him this yet, but I've started digging out underneath the base and I'm building a garage because I've got a shutter door, a slider door, whatever it's called. And I'm making an actual garage underneath the base. So I want to try and get that finished before he comes on. But I'm not being funny, I'm trying to get what's called an auger. Or an auger, I call it an auger. Essentially a fueled drill. And I can't get one for the love of all that is holy. I'm really trying. I can build so many things in the game, but I can build one of those, but I need certain parts. So, yeah, trying to get him to come back to that. But that's not something that I do on the channel, like, long term or anything. Let's just turn the drill off a second while this iceberg tries to sink me. Because I don't want a great big bumpy road like we had before. 7 Days to Die. Factory Town, that's one that I got a little bit of practice in. I really do like that sort of game. I like my building games. I mean, could always go back to Surviving Mars. Don't you fall on me. It's crushing me. It's crushing me. Turn the drill off. I cannot move. Thank you. Could always go back to Surviving Mars. I do want to go back to RimWorld at some point. 2 Point Hospital. There's been at least one DLC that's come out recently that I've not played, so we could always go back to 2 Point Hospital. Planet Coaster. Now that I'm fluent with Planet Zoo, I think Planet Coaster would be another one to go back and try properly and make a proper series out of if we can. Admittedly, I'd start off a little bit... Don't fall on me, don't fall on me, don't fall on me. I'd start off on a little bit of an easier setting than going for one of the harder parks straight away, but we understand how the game works a little bit better now. I know the different games, Planet Zoo and Planet Coaster, but the mechanics are kind of the same. Rather than building a habitat, you build a ride. And I just need to not go nuts with the promotions like I'm doing in my franchise series at the moment. We've got loads of staff and they are all nearly fully promoted. Wow, that is a big drop. Don't dig into the floor too much. Just want to turn ever so slightly so we're aiming more towards the base. Don't really want to go through that iron if we can avoid it. I shouldn't clip the crashed ship. Yeah, I'd really like to try and join these roads up fully. Let's engrave it into the mountainside a little bit more here. Not that you can't see where the road is anyway, but yeah, there's a bit of a list of some of the games that I've liked the look at. I know Johnny suggested the, is it Anno series? Looks a little bit like Age of Empires to me, but more modern. I did used to like Age of Empires back in the day. It's not the sort of game I enjoy as much anymore. I don't like the combat element of it. But it could be something we look at. Well, the road kind of joins all the way up. You know, for the next one. Because we're going to have to go west. I'm going to go straight through that mountainside. Which one did we actually end up landing at? We landed at 1. That is amazing. Unless it's just the first one that you activate. 1, 2... No, it wouldn't be like that. But yeah, I think we're going to call that quits for today's episode. I know it's just been me rambling a lot, but next episode we're going to go that way. And we're going to do another lap around the planet. And then we can go back to Artrox and gather whatever resource it is for us to unlock the middle of this planet. And then that's another one ticked off the list. So, that is going to be it for today's episode. Thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed today's episode, feel free to leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe if you'd like to see some more. All comments and feedback greatly appreciated as always. And other than that, I'll see you guys next time. Cheers!